We had about 7 to 8 families who lost their homes completely. Well, our church was impacted significantly by the fires. The people here found themselves, the church, we took on refugees. I mean, that first night, this whole place was filled with several hundred people. We were feeding them and giving them a place of shelter because they had to evacuate from some other areas. And then during the middle of that, we had to evacuate. Orders were given for the whole church to clear and to go now. When the fires happened, we were in Washington. I'd accepted a call to come here to Faith Baptist and had already started working. We were in the process of selling our home, and I was traveling back and forth. And one particular day, I start getting some text that says the fires are in Lincoln City, that the fires are here, they've made it here. And another text that says the church is on fire. We had some reliable people who said the church is burning, it is currently on fire. And they sent a picture, with all these fire trucks in our parking lot, and I couldn't believe it. And so we sent some people. They actually hiked in and were able to get into the building, and they verified that no, that it's smoky, but the building is still here. I'll never forget trying to plan for a Sunday service in Washington. I was going to come down that next Sunday. Do I still drive here? Can I get here? What's church going to look like? Where will there be a building? And I really feel like that God's hand was on this place. You know, the church is not a building, but I really believe God spared this building to reach our community, and it was so amazing to see that happen as our church responded. We then moved into a phase where our parking lot was used for months after as for a place for first responders, and so our ministry then shifted to them and allowing them. One of the cool stories was that fire trucks would come and would actually come right here to our property and fill up water at the church to then go out and put out fires. And I thought, as a pastor, I thought that was pretty cool, that it was kind of a visual representation for me about the church and what we should be, right? That what they need is our community is living water, right? Faith then became a sort of an epicenter after the fires for help. And it was really incredible because at that point, I got to see firsthand how we were responding, and we set up a whole area downstairs where people could come and get food and clothing and diapers and tents and all kinds of things. I know people were given the gospel. I know some people were given Bibles. It was amazing. We did that for several weeks, and I remember making a phone call, reaching out to CV Northwest and just saying, hey, if you guys could send a truck, we could use a lot of supplies. And so we really became one of the epicenters. Part of it was our location and where we are and being visible. And so we really were able to bless the community that way in just incredible ways. I want to say thank you to the Covenant community. Church Venture has been just incredible with blessing us and blessing our church with the ability, with some funds, to then allocate and give to people in our own church who've lost everything. I mean, several of them have lost their homes. And so to be able to respond in a tangible and a physical way and say, hey, here's a little something, we notice and we care. And I think that's what ministers to me most as a pastor, is that this covenant community notices and cares. And so I want to say thank you for that.